All right, so we've talked about for loops. So let's go ahead and talk about for each loops. So if you remember right, the for loop has these three different pieces, which allow you to kind of determine which direction we want to pass through the array and if we want to jump buckets or not. But if we know that we're going to start at the beginning of the array and we're going to look at every single item in the array, or at least go through the whole array until we find a specific item, um, we can kind of write shorter syntax by doing a for each loop. So the way that you do that is you specify a variable name. So in this one, we'll just say villain. Um, doesn't matter what this variable name is, and we say in, and then you say which array we're kind of going through. And then anytime we want to reference that specific variable inside of the villains array, we'll just output that that variable here. So let's go ahead and check that out. And sure enough, it goes through and it looks at and writes out each one of those villains. Now, one thing that it doesn't allow you to do, at least in Coldfusion, it doesn't allow you to have that index, so you have no idea which position you're in. So in order to still use a for each loop, you'd have to do something like count equals, count equals 0, and we're going to increment count. Um, so that way now I know what position we're in if I wanted to know what our index is for a specific value. But um, especially if you don't care about what position you just want to go through each value and display it or do something like that. For each loop's super short, easy, and concise. So it's a powerful tool if that is something that you need.